Alex, a break from the league and maybe a chance to just reset a little bit?
Yeah, it's the FA Cup's a special cup, and as a football club in the last couple of years, we've had mixed emotions in this cup. I think when going to Villa and having that game and everything that came with it was a special memory for everyone here. And then we know what happened last year. We got burnt from it last year, so the players know that the importance of the game, not only for themselves because of what it can bring, but for the football club and the importance of just the cup to us is it's a huge game for us, and it's a chance to put right this week, but only if we turn up to the game with absolute focus to win the game, and with that real desire to make sure that, like I say, you get back to winning ways. But you can only do that with the right attitude, the right togetherness, the spirit that we've got, and then you get to show your quality. But first and foremost, you have to turn up to these games and deliver.
Must be a horrible one for you because you've no doubt been there before. You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't, aren't you? Really?
No, I think you're damned. You have to win the game. But for guys to get to this point, the games that have had to come through, they deserve huge credit, and we've treated this game absolutely like any other game. There was no difference from us. I think if you do that, then it's not doing justice to the cup, to guys, to anyone, to the players. So we prepare properly. Everything's the same, and we have to have a real focus as a team to go and win the game. And but like I say, that only happens if you compete first and you win your first contact, your second balls, and then your quality can come out. But you have to make sure that when you step on that pitch tomorrow, you're ready to compete and win.
What do we know about Guiseley? I mean, obviously to get this far, they've beaten two sides from leagues above who are both performing well in their league, so they're going to be competitive. But what do you know about them as a club?
Well, in terms of them as a club, they've done magnificently well to get to this stage in terms of, because anyone from, when you have to come through that many games and to beat teams from high levels, it's you have to, like I say, you have to give real credit to that, and we know the importance of the FA Cup to everyone, and I think that when we're watching them, they try to play. They're comfortable on the ball. They want to move forward. They've got pace. They've got a front player that was reliable, and they've caused teams real problems this year. And I think that when sometimes I've been there, and I was at Braintree when we got through to the first round, and sometimes your league form might take a bit of a dip because you're in this round of the FA Cup, but they seem to have stayed quite focused. And I'm sure that in terms of their league position, they'll be looking to get into that top pack, getting back to the league. So we know it's a different. It doesn't, this FA Cup, when you play a team from below where you are, it's a leveler because of the fact that the attitudes, and you find that extra bit to compete and quality, and you can enjoy the day. You enjoy the day. And I think for us, we have to make sure, like I said, that we do everything right to in terms of our preparation, in terms of our attitude, and in terms of when you step on the pitch, we deliver.
How do you go about researching them? I don't suppose you've had an opportunity to go and see them, but you're relying on scouts?
Yeah, scouts, but also we watch the footage, like any other team. We watch the footage. We've been able to watch 3 or 4 games now. Which is important for us to watch them, so we get our own eyes on it as well. So yeah, I mean, it's very similar to what we would do in a league game. To be honest with you, it doesn't change, and we prepare in a normal way.
Do you know the manager at all?
No, I don't know him, but obviously he's a young guy who's obviously been and had success with them so far. And like I say, the way that they play, and they try to play in the right way in terms of, for them. I know left back was there. I know Liam Rydell, obviously, who was at Bradford, and I've known him for many years. So they've got players that have played at a level, and they're ready to compete. I know, we all know that this is a huge game for them, but it's a big game for us as well.
and it's all about you, as you say. How is the squad? I mean, obviously a bit battered and bruised at the moment.
Yes, we are probably decimated might not be the right word, but we've picked up more injuries in the week in the game. We've now lost obviously our captain for 4 weeks, and that's a blow to us because of what he does and his leadership. Dan Phillips was in A&E Tuesday night after the game, and is currently in a boot. Louis Thompson as another one who's suffered a setback in terms of why he missed Rotherham as well as suspension, but he had a groin injury. So we're being tested for sure. A lot of the injuries have come in games rather than in training. So a lot of them have been contact that unfortunately are just moments in games that we can't control. But we are being tested. But when you get tested, people have to step up. They have to deliver. The people that have been waiting to play, there's people that are going to need to play time and time again for the next few weeks until we get those players back. And I think we saw a couple of weeks ago that we asked Nathan Thompson to come back in and play so much, like the game of the intensity of the games he had to come in and play. We wanted to take him out at some point, but because of obviously where we were at that time, we couldn't, and we suffered his injury. So yes, we're being tested for sure, but when you get those tests, people have to stand up and be counted, and that's our big message now for the next game.
And what about the longer term injuries? Obviously, you spoke about Nathan there, but there's other players that have been out for a while as well. That how are they getting on?
Yeah, so Nathan Thompson, we're hoping to be back in the next few weeks. But as regards to the others, they're still a fair few weeks ago. I think Charlie and Sweens are both making good progress, but both of them, it's time. For a bone to heal or for ligaments to heal, it's time. Obviously, Kask is working exceptionally hard. It's been a long time for him, but he's got the right focus. Louis Appiah had an operation on Saturday, so we're still looking at probably 6 to 8 weeks for him. And then, like I say, the two new boys have added to that list, and we're waiting for Dan Phillips in terms of how long that's going to be. But behind the scenes, they're working extremely hard to get fit. But at the moment, a lot of those players will be in most starting 11s here, and they're a big miss. But the players that are coming into the team have to now show their levels on a consistent basis and show why they should be in the team and stay in the team.
Everyone loves a cup tie. Message for the fans?
Message for the fans is obviously we know that the last 3 games haven't been at our level, but for me, I look at it and it doesn't define us as this season. Like these 3 games, yes, they've been really disappointing in terms of results, but it doesn't define us. Like beating Wrexham and Charlton doesn't define our season. They are moments for us, and we have to be better at dealing with a loss and make sure it doesn't happen again. We have a group that are really together, really spirited, and we have to make sure now we turn up tomorrow. And their support on Tuesday, we felt obviously the frustration. Of course we did, because we're losing, but they backed us. The support of Rotherham and the support of the Lamex this year has been fantastic. And I spoke about it when we went to Mansfield and the Cambridge derby that they play a huge role in us, especially now with players that might not have played as much, and they need that support to make sure that they deliver every week, and we give them that. The group give them that, but obviously with fans and the support, it helps them through. So we will make sure that tomorrow we're ready for the game to make sure that we get the right result to get into the next round.